Alrighty, I'm coming in from my Tesla Model 3 here. I've got the aircon going, I've had it fixed, and I'm very impressed with the new efficiency of this aircon unit that has been fitted into my car. Now, I don't know if there has been any changes in the air compressor, or the air conditioning compressors that Tesla are using in their newer vehicles. Maybe there is, but my vehicle is a 2021 Model 3 from Shanghai. So could be different parts. I've had a little squiz, I've taken out the tub, had a look at the parts, and in this video I'll show you them physically. The super manifold, the original one that was on my car, was from China. I remember that. And the new one that's been fitted is from Mexico. So both working really good. I had the car, when I picked it up, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go take it somewhere and see how cold it gets down to in the low setting when I'm not in the car and it's just parked in a car park. We got down to 10 degrees. So if other owners want to try and let me know in the comments below how cold your air conditioning gets, let me know what, after about 5 minutes of preconditioning your cabin and setting it on low, gets you down to. I definitely got to 10, with the outside temperature being about 27 degrees. Okay, I've got service mode up here, and I'm just having a little quick look at how everything is running at the moment. So this is the normal cooling system. Tap on the little tiny snowflake there. We can go refrigerant system, and this will show us what the compressor is doing. So when my air conditioning unit died in my car, for a little context, scroll down here, you can see that I've got over 332,000 kilometers now. The aircon died on this car just after about 331,500 kilometers. Now, the stats that I can pull up from Tesla Scope tell me that to get to this many kilometers, it involved driving more than 418 continuous days. So that's a lot of runtime that this compressor's been operating on to keep the cabin cool. Now, I did ask Tesla if they could give me the stats on if there is a way to find the hourly runtime of the old compressor, but unfortunately it doesn't look like they can get that info. So I'll just have to base my runtime on it on the 418 days that the compressor had run. The new one seems to be a little bit quieter compared to the old one, and quieter as I mean if you're preconditioning, you'll hear that heat pump kick in. So maybe it's not the compressor that I'm talking about, it's the heat pump. So the heat pump is different. Let's get outside and have a look inside the guts of the Tesla. Little one, just before I get out of the car, efficiency has improved. And I'm pretty sure that's to do with the radiator being cleaned out to allow more airflow and make it so the compressor doesn't have to work as hard to cool down the cabin, or the fact that the other compressor was on its way out anyway. So the new one has resulted in me doing some crazy stats, such as 124 watt hours per kilometer on the Tesla Model 3 with the 18-inch aero covers on it. Alrighty, so here we are in the guts of the Model 3, and I'll go over the components that were replaced on here. So the first one right in front of us here, super manifold. You can see there that it says made in Mexico. So this one's from Mexico. The next one that's been replaced is down here, which is the chiller assembly. I believe that does something. I've got the torch on here and you can see that condensation on these pipes. So this one's the cold one and the other one's going to be hot. Yeah, a little bit hot. Up here, you've also got the LCC assembly. I don't know what these are, or if they come in a package, they must. The wiring harness down below is also new. They're all new cables there. Can't seem to see, is there a part number down there? Can't really see anything. So that's been replaced. The coolant box as well has been replaced. And these cables also look new. This big bar that's on the top, I feel like it's new. I'm not sure. I'm only saying new because the part number stickers are bright white. And when you're looking at a car with 300,000 K, let's find a part number that's not bright white. There you go, made in USA. I think that's steering column part. That compressor, I looked before on the service menu, and we're doing about 1,000 RPM. So it's running relatively low speed right now. It doesn't have to do much. Outside ambient temperature is not very high, and we've got it set to 20 degrees. Another part that also looks to be replaced is back here. The front control. Is that right? The front controller? Maybe that wasn't even replaced, I'm not sure. But I'm just looking at cables that look relatively new, such as that one up there. Got some insulation there on the, I think that's the refill thing there. Now, I only opened this because I know Tesla did all their work, but I just wanted to see the guts and see what actually it looks like. Below here is the radiator. It's at that slight, I think it's a 45-degree angle, and that's where some leaf matter and all the random stuff off the road gets sucked up through here, and then gets in your radiator and starts blocking up stuff. So if you do a lot of driving, I'd say get Tesla if they can to clean that out. I know they can. You can ask them and they'll quote you on a price on that. Or watch some videos if you want to do it yourself. If you don't have to. Otherwise, ask Tesla. The new compressor with the braided cables also look pretty fancy too. I don't think the other one had braided cables like this. So, not bad. It's doing its thing, and this is what the guts of your car looks like under that little tub. Yeah. How about that? Anyway, just wrapping up the video now. This is just a testament on how good the components are on the Tesla. If you think that a compressor lasting above 330,000 kilometers is expected, then I look at my other vehicles that I've had in the past. Holden Cruise, compressor died on that at 130,000 kilometers. That was a very costly thing. And I'll also mention the parts for this car to be fixed up. We had a total of about $4,500, which might seem to a shock and a high price. You're more than welcome to see if you can get an independent place that's willing to touch your Tesla. But for me, I personally wanted to go in-house and get Tesla to do it. And they were more than accommodating, able to have me in there, gave me a loaner vehicle while I didn't have another vehicle. So kudos to Tesla at Mt Gravatt and the team there. Fantastic stuff. Hi, Tom. Yeah, thanks for watching. Ciao.